Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
On mid, Oriana's really strong, stronger bot lane, and I think in general,
they started in a neutral wave state to just zone them away, which is the power that those two champions have. Level 1, Humanoid getting aggressive on level 3 might cost him as Malrang coming around the corner. Not sure if the ward that they had, the ward they had in the jungle is already gone. Humanoid playing to the bottom side, well spotted, but a W flash goes in from Malrang. Clean mechanics flash out from Humanoid, but he's already slowed. It's a little bit awkward. He's getting walked down. That extra movement speed.
You can't reach him.
Oh, blast coming out.
W?
Oh, makes it. No, first blood. That's on you, Fnatic fans. You cursed him. That's all I'm saying. You shook the butt. You said Marek Prozda, he died. Correlation might not be causation, but you're taking the blame. Razork, though, turning it back. This one's also you, Fnatic fans, if he can find the kill. Knock up there.
Fine.
That was an incredibly awkward, though. Credit to Malrang. You said you wanted to see that early aggression. This isn't necessarily the form I expected it to take, but it does work out as Mickey.
This is really nice by Execute holding the wave here. This should result in a decent CS lead for Varus. I don't think he can actually kill me. Oh, he's igniting. Well, I don't think he can kill him, but that was a nice attempt. Because his bot lane is not bleeding too bad, and he's actually able to just clear his camps normally. Didn't have to interact with Sinzao at all, but we got a player from Malrang.
Upset.
Probably have to use flash, but I don't think more than that.
Quick flash out.
Nice little sidestep
Yeah,
on
nice
the W.
sidestep. Well played. But even getting that flash, right, this is something we talked about. Like, post-level 6, things get a little bit easier for Upset. Mickey might try to get involved there.
But Malrang's tempo is really ruined here. He should fall behind quite a bit now. I just got a free recall off during this timing.
Whoa.
Well, the dive's actually going to look to...
Lane phase is rough for Adam on the bot side, though, but it might not matter.
Ooh,
Taunt going in, forcing the flash out from Patrick. Vi now coming in, the Q flash to complete. Patrick going to be in trouble here. A little bit of damage. They get the barrier at least. Summoner spells traded Patrick. Barrier
really good flash by Execute there. He flashed the flash prediction of Razork. It looks maybe a bit troll from Razork to just flash on the Varus, but it was because he was aiming for the Rel, but the Rel actually preemptively flashes it. This is really nice.
Oh, good look.
Where it's like, you know, you're winning lane, and then jungler comes and you get chunked, and then you got to recall like all the way down to your tier 2 because they just keep zoning you. Oh, it's painful.
Yeah, it does hurt.
And they get the grubs. Oof.
Kai'Sa's can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, it's
Kai'Sa's
crazy.
keep making it out of lane phase unscathed.
She does have really good fighting power, but normally what you'd want is you could just kind of keep taking short trades and poking her down, but you gotta fight her on grubs.
All right.
Gonna get 2 and then run out, yeah.
In terms of feats of strength, of course, Rogue did pick up first blood. You're not currently seeing it on the HUD, but they do have
it's 3
one
kills
of the 2.
now, though.
Just try to use double lift clout to
No.
justify
because Yuntal got buffed and I wanted to talk about it, but no ADC should buy Yuntal this game. It's like not good on either.
Yeah, it's not the Yuntal situation. Level 6 there. Double level 6 point and clicks. They're going to take the time. Execute. You can't get out of this. Oscar can ult to finish the kill, but he might take his time. Ult's back through. Patrick now going to be a little bit in trouble. Q available. Patrick unfazed thus far.
Let's see, Patrick.
The public execution amount of AoE in Imbus's kit isn't super surprising. See if they can maintain that, though, as Adam's now in trouble. The plasma stacks here are brutal. And I will say I like...
You do actually start to kind of one-shot people with the enhanced W into a 5 passive proc.
Passive proc strong. Again,
Looks like Smork. Passive proc strong.
Passive proc strong. Yeah, I just wanted to help, but I didn't really have anything else to contribute. So I just said the same words you did, but less of them. For effect is what I'll say. Maybe I was thinking about something else. You'll never know. Drake taken down. Position than Upset, for example, because while Upset is lower range, Kai'Sa can just go 2. Yeah, kind of the beauty of the pick. Second grubs, though, now being started.
Larson is bot, but he has TP. So they could look to contest this, but Larson needs to TP quickly. Ooh, this is a really good turn on Malrang.
Malrang is just going to get one shot. Tries to buy a bit more space. Razork caught out. That ulti's still keeping alive. Mickey's going to arrive, but it's a little bit too late. Execute also able to escape. It's Fnatic who've overplayed their hands, but still are going to have control of the objective for now. Humanoid needs to walk away. They're down in best ult. Razork not in the fight. They should just have to concede these grubs. Good call out by Rogue. It starts off a little bit shaky, but because Malrang is able to survive, they convert it incredibly to just grabbing all of this.
Yeah, wow. That was just really well played by Malrang. It looked so close, and if he gets one shot, then it's a completely different outcome, but it ends up being 3 grubs for 3 grubs, and Rogue is pretty happy with this.
No. So neither side gets the benefit or the buff towards...
He's still doing well, but he's not quite playmaking as much as I feel like we've been used to him seeing.
Yeah, we got a little bit in that first game versus Team Heretics. That game was weird, though, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, can't really say much about that
Yeah,
one.
true. But there's at least a Garen in there, as now Oscar's trying to pull back.
Adam looks for the
2v2, a lot of burst damage here. I think Adam just dies. Yep. Okay, a bit of a miscalculation there. Malrang's caught up as well. A bit of revenge for the previous play. This time, Razork and Oscarinen were ready.
Might catch Patrick and execute. Oh my goodness.
That's maybe not the ideal title. Mickey has now been spotted. The flanker has become the flanked. Mickey in trouble, but the aftershock is still ticking. It's going to buy him a bit more space. Not enough to keep him standing, though. As Upset goes to the mission team. That's absolutely not what you want, Upset!
Patrick flash Q.
Okay.
He listened.
Did listen. Middle there, big.
Both ADCs, they're kind of...
The Upset haters are confused. They know that was questionable, but the copy pasta doesn't work, so they're not sure what to put on Reddit. But I like the aggression again. Fnatic, aggressive as we expected in week 1. The question was, what were we going to do when someone contested them? I did not expect that team to be Rogue, but Rogue are contesting them. They were super close to fight.
And we also got to go here.
We got to go back to see if Larson can get out of this one. The answer is no. This is the no counterplay duo.
Didn't see the Galil.
Well, 11, so ticking up more healing, more armor penetration, which is going to make Adam's life more difficult, and now potentially the dive as well.
You got the Corp TP.
Q3 and the Cassante W is big. Though. Well, this is the thing. They got the W out early, so...
Gets the flash. I mean, they're going to get the tower. Feels pretty good for Fnatic, but it is going to give the Herald over to Rogue. What I do really like from Fnatic here, though, is after they make kind of a bad play on the Drake and give it up, they just immediately go back into it, you know? They don't, a lot of teams, when they make a bad play, they don't sulk, but they take their time to actually make another play. While Fnatic, really fast on the trigger, make another play, keep the proactivity up, keep the aggression up, and it's nice.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that teams, you highlighted, struggle to do, right? So you lose a little bit of confidence, you lose your place on the map when you do go back to
your
Fountain,
support sitting and it's like, guys, what's next objective?
Hard to nobody answers. I think the question now for Rogue, though, there's still option going to be set up around the Drake, seems to be the focus for Fnatic. Humanoid catching top, but backing away, ready to TP if needed.
It's going to be a free Drake for Fnatic here. Not really any cross map happening either on Rogue's side, though. They just put down some vision topside for the Atakan spawn. They're probably going to control over it. Mickey's on a bit of a crazy flank here.
Trying to back away, taunt there. Extra slow from Celestial opposition. They can't just chase him down. Oh. Taking their time. Cross map coming from the rest of the team. They're starting up the Drake. Mickey now trying to ult out to safety. And he's out!
And they get the Drake.
Herald Houdini. We're not going to say planned because Rogue now have first access to Atacon and all of Fnatic are a mile away. This could be a big problem.
They only use the Rel ult, and it's a 4v5. And Bess is basing and needs the TP. They might be able to finish this before...
You're right, Otacon does a ton of damage, I'm wrong.
Okay, but there are 5 people hitting it.
Rogue grouped, trying to keep the fight going. Excellent use of the shockwave. Combo from Malrang and Larson. That old synergy coming back. But now Otacon resetting. Bit awkward here. Razork still in the area. All of Rogue trying to zone him away. Carry's still there. Smite still there from Malrang. Taking their time, trying to shred through Adam. Adam W is
buffer.
Able to buffer out. Objective going to get taken down. Now the withdraw coming through right in the nick of time. That's infuriating for the side of Fnatic. They're going to catch Razork out as well. Rogue. I mean, they paved the road to victory for themselves with this buff. Let's see what else they can get. Baron certainly first on the table, and now Fnatic desperate to get anything back. Just want to shove these waves, get anything they can to stop the Baron-Atacon combo from turning everything against them.
Malrang is back, baby. That was a beautiful turn.
That was excellent.
Oh, they're trying to contest.
Oscarinen on the backside. They're trying to send Adam backpacking.
Upset does no damage. What's this
does not do any damage. No one is there to shred the armor for him.
He just did 15 autos to this
TP in. It's a little bit late. Baron is already down. Humanoid running. Do very little. Yeah. At the least you still keep the permanent 40 additional gold per kill buff.
Yeah. This is going to be Fnatic cross-mapping the Drake here. Don't think they can play for tier 2. Adam is a bit too tanky.
I also just think this is the part of the game. The idea that 5% armor pen is the difference.
Yeah.
Is enough. At least with the composition.
Let's see how much damage they do to Adam.
The answer is not a lot, but they might be able to do a lot of damage to Patrick. Instant combo going in. Mickey trying to buy a bit more space. Oscarinen relatively untouched. Humanoid now free to follow up. Rogue already lost the fight. All it took. No one really even had to be out of position. They just needed to get in range, and Fnatic were able to find that pick, but now the turn. Adam's still ready to go all out. His damage about to fade away. Execute. This is not the angle you're looking for, but Larson also using Shockwave there.
They're going to look to start the Nash. They don't have Orianna ult, don't have any ult other than Rel.
Flash from Mickey. Flash backwards Justice Punch maybe to try and catch somebody.
Since I was not here, I don't think they can do much. They're going to have to drop the Nash.
And again, we said this a minute ago. If they find the pick,
I mean, they're on 4 items on Ambessa, Corki, and Kai'Sa. That's kind of crazy.
Adam gonna spot Razork. Razork was not gonna push his cooldowns on Adam, but they might now.
He's just dead.
Chain CC, Adam likely to burn here, still living for an additional second. Now the turn coming back, Larson doing everything he can in his power. The shockwave already came out, but so many blinking health bars locked up. Another connection from the Varus ultimate. Red retreating, Oscar retreating.
Really good save by Execute, but actually end up resulting in anything. The soul for Fnatic here.
They're willing to contest.
They have an Ambessa TP flank from behind. It's a really good flank from Mickey here.
TP in. Get ready to go over the wall. Could just come down to the 50-50. Kemso will be big in a game like this. Ulti right onto Patrick. Immediate combo going through. Upset knows that Larson has no shockwave, but he is not a threat. Oscar keeping the damage coming out. Patrick really just can't auto any target. He's just not in range. He can't get anything done. The entire team is split. The Varus unable to do anything. The carries isolated, taken out of the equation, but at the very least, Malrang will steal the Drake with the fight. Oh, they can't steal that one back. That one belongs to Fnatic.
Are they gonna end? They have a both wave.
TP bot.
Oh, but Larson TPs.
Good read from Larson.
Clear the wave. They have one more wave coming. Only caster minion. I don't think they can end. Wait, 40 seconds? Ah, actually. It's gonna be close. I'm trying to like calculate it.
Let us know when you reach a conclusion, Mr. Spectra.
I think they might be able to end.
I think they might be able to end too. Wave on the way in.
It's gonna be really close though.
20
Larson
seconds.
has ulti,
Execute.
but Razork also has ulti. He has no flash, no Sonias either.
Ball place, Larson staying just on the edge of the range. Could just ult the wave, but then I think you lose the ensuing fight.
It's too hard.
Flash in, Larson locked up, double ulties once again. The Vi, the Ambessa together doing too much work, but Razork about to fall to the tower.
Oh?
Execute still here? 10 seconds, 6 seconds. No, there's no way. Humanoid just needs to hit the objective. Execute doing everything he can in his power, and in the end, Fnatic coming out on top, 3-1. Taking down Rogue.
GG.
An exceptionally odd game.
Yeah,
Rogue
I
winning,
thought Rogue won
got
that
double
fight.
buff, and then they go to check how Smolder mid lane has been doing. Maybe there's a surge in performance. It is a
This could be a 5v5 feast fight. Oh, is 113 gonna face
very
check?
least.
No.
Smolder will get some stacks, so flash burn. Good reaction speed though, coming from 113 to make sure he doesn't get caught there. Probably dies if he does get hit by that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good flash.
Now walking
maybe.
in, ice a bit of poke. Everybody's squaring up for the level 1 5v5. Camilo didn't get any stacks.
Now, will BDS stick around?
100% sure where Sheo is, but he is just now getting back out on the map.
Oh?
Camilo locked up.
Maybe he can turn onto Paris here.
Ignite taking stun as well. Camilo's gonna fall. First blood
Oh, he just dies.
for the side of BDS. And credit to Nuke pushing this matchup.
Here, I was thinking that's the perfect direction for this team. But then you go to Smolder and just, I mean, you can tell how hard it is, you know? Every trade looks losing, every 2v2 looks losing. Want to really hope, like, it's really good that they're getting the Drake here at least, because then they slow down the Drake stacking. But the problem with this new patch is that now you have the Otacon, which is an objective that you will have to fight over. And my question is, will Smolder be ready by then?
I'm not sure. When we all last year watched the Lol Dobby video on Chovy's Smolder mid, I don't think Corky mid was viable, which I think made this champ definitely more playable early game.
For sure.
Oh, that
That's gonna have to
objective
flash.
taken, quick flash out. Okay.
I mean, he had a vision.
We're either clipping it or we're all forgetting it happened. You can pick what side. Can't say that.
Well, it was...
All right, all in here coming in from Carlson. Irrelevant now going to snap, pull out his ultimate. Full armor might be enough here for Carlson. He's going to be able to find the kill. Q3. Irrelevant waiting for his cooldowns to come back up and the rage to come back from Carlson, but not able to turn it into more.
No flash
Root
on
locked
Paris.
up. Good interrupt on the Q, but Sheo is there to finish the job. Sten in the end going to grab the kill. Now
Good
might
play
be
to
Ice
dive
in trouble.
ice here. So just the Q. Probably gonna have to flash the knock up. Yeah.
Flash. Hey, credit to Sheo.
Really good.
Walks into bot lane, gets the flash off Ezreal, helps get the kill as well.
113 has no ulti. I think, oh, he used it mid to burn Camilla flash. Missed it off screen.
And the thing I will say that I like about Camilo is
most
the
people
passage.
don't have that
Yeah,
skill.
most people don't have that skill and they try to fight when they are not the main character. Camilo, he might get a chance to be the main character. He's not getting that chance now, though.
Yeah.
He needs to chill, needs to farm, needs time.
It's a bit of a desperate face check from him, and it's gonna chunk him out. Oh, gets the ult damage on ice though. That's nice. Some return damage.
Getting stacks.
So Smolder used to be all about using the ult for wave clear, but they nerfed that really hard because it was so OP and competitive. Now it's more about the damage on jumps. But we got a grub start here.
1-3 has ulti. Irrelevant can flank, but it is just a 3v3. Unless Team Heretics.
They're just gonna watch it die and
Well, this is awkward.
leave.
I mean, they lost mid prio, right?
Yeah.
Ice is just able to push in mid, so they have the man advantage. I mean, basic rules of League of Legends, if someone has one more person than you, chances are you're losing that fight.
Yeah, but it feels so bad to drop 6 scrubs. Like, you also have double losing sides here.
This game, I don't think Heartsteel is good on tank junglers in competitive.
Well, it's going to be a Drake fight here.
Set up there for Team Heretics. They kind of want to bait the engage. Again, if Shio gets a good ultimate, they can try and turn this. Good ultimate coming in from Flacket. Nice root, but it's just going to be the 50-50, and 113 manages to steal it. Carlson coming in, but a nice knockup coming from Paris. And now Irrelevant straight into the backline. Flacket's got nowhere to go. Pops the blast cone. Gets himself out to safety, but now it's Shio in trouble. As powerful as that jungler is, it's still damn squishy. BDS.
They get everything.
They get the smite steal. They get kills.
It looked so good. BDS reset in time. They have good tempo. They can loot to defend. Oh, they might have a pick here.
Nuke spots him though.
Nuke is playing well this game.
1-3 just goes in, forces the fight immediately. Shea's got no defensive tools left. He's just gonna get one pop. BDS
engage.
Are just obliterating Team Heretics. The gold's only 1.8k difference, but the compositions just make this feel so impossible to play.
And they're playing so much better on the map. They're just moving around as a unit much better, and they're using the fact that they have 6 scrubs so well. They broke the bot tower with it, broke the top tower, and the mid tower now. They're showing why so many teams are so desperate to contest the grubs and not give 6.
And I'm really curious, maybe we'll get the chance to talk to Team Heretics, maybe not, like what the vision is here in terms of what they wanted out of this composition. If there's some strength of Smolder we don't know about, that they were able to leverage in scrims, that they can leverage on stage. If it's as pessimistic as you were, where
short range and mobile carries here, as a Zyra, you have a real win con of poking them out, landing an E, but I'd be really surprised if we're going to see Ice or Nuke get hit by many Zyra E's this game.
no, really have to be caught sleeping or find that pick in a brush, which isn't off the table.
Yeah.
Matchup you're expected to win when you do well. Milu.
He's going to have to use flash here. Maybe he's still dead.
Flash out. Gonna try to flap. Nice sidestep, but he's just gone.
Really good TP by Nuke here. And we're highlighting how well he's playing, and he's not just playing well mechanically, but he's also playing the map really intelligently.
And I think the big thing here is when you get a lead like this, like you have to be able to push. You have to be able to bring that game home, or especially in like Smolder's the most extreme example of this. If you just give Smolder time, your lead is going to become less and less significant. But Nuke, in an isolated 1v1, then yes, he's expected to win. He dominated, able to get kills with the help of the rest of his team, and now is just continuing to leverage his lead to take down, I mean, in this case, Camilo.
Here with 6 scrubs, they can take this tower really damn fast.
Bomb called in, does not clear the wave as you highlighted. That's just been nerfed repeatedly to stop Smolder from being good in pro.
I think the tower's just gone.
213 the stacks. Good angle. Flacken now going in. Can they find a pick onto Irrelevant? Maybe this will be enough. Irrelevant able to flash out. Blinking health bar. Team Heretics desperate. Q3 back from Carlson. This is a good fight for Team Heretics.
Yeah.
They're playing it slow. Ice is going to continue to poke though, so they have to speed it up just a little bit. They're going to be able to find a pick at the very least on the ouster. Parasalting a little bit late, but see that little white line of Irrelevant health bar, the execution threshold. Nuke caught a little bit here.
Then has no flash.
See, Carlson missed the team. Good ulti follow-up.
Oh, this is a good fight for
back.
Heretics.
Paris about to get taken away. Excellent ulti coming in to buy a bit more space from Sheo. Team Heretics stepping up. Camilo now grabbing that kill.
They run for the Drake? They don't go Atakan. They might try to go for both.
Q3.
113 could go for the steal. Yes, flash, but it's too risky, I think.
Better to go for the Otacon steal, maybe.
Yeah.
Miller goes right back to mid.
Wow, they're not going to start
Heretics taking control of mid, using man advantage here as top wave is pushing against them, though.
You'd think when they get this mid crowd, they'd move into the Otacon, but they're moving into top side.
There.
Nuke is good flank here.
Poke. Good buffer from Sten to make it out to safety. They get the ulti from 113. Ooh, the Ezreal hitting 2 though is frustrating. Camilo, of course, no real way to regain that health. Is going to be forced to recall.
Oh. 113 Nuke might be in trouble here.
Locking up. Zyra ult his own Nuke away. Trying to get a little bit more CC down. 113 rooted. Flacket pushed away. Mom called in. 113 in trouble. Flacket finding the shutdown. Now it's Paris in trouble as well. It's going to be 2 members picked off. Ice has to try and make the difference. Relevant going for the 1v1 in the picture-in-picture. And that's 2 picks inside of Team Heretics.
BDS are so split up, Dracos. Like, Ice is going for the mid wave, and now it's match start for Heretics here.
I like the confidence to pull the trigger. They are still getting poked. It is a problem. Irrelevant will be an issue for them. But the Baron is also chunking them, and Sheo's trapped in the pit. The flash available for Zyra. He might just have to flash out. Irrelevant can just go to the wall. It's going to be big. There are lamps to the slaughter. Can they find the turn flanking? Oh, it's shooting fish in a barrel. But it's not fish. It's Team Heretics. The ulti completely whiffs. Carlson now just having the time of his life trying to turn this back. Ice gets the 1v1.
Ice?
This is big, though. I think Carlson really just saved the team here. That could have been infinitely worse. Ice knows he has to poke the plants, but he has the range advantage. As long as he doesn't get caught by anything, he can just keep walking up, keep poking.
Wow.
1-3. And now...
That's an equal game. It's a Drake fight here.
I don't know how
Heretics
this
has
happened.
position.
I mean, credit Team Heretics. They weathered the storm. They punished BDS.
Heretics are very split up here, but Nuke's already on top. He needs the TP in. But TP is 7 seconds.
Yeah, they just get this. I mean, 1-1-3 can go for the 50-50. Q flash in, trying to get a bit more. Chain CC is there. If they take the jungle out, they go for another objective. Nuke is topside right now. He has TP, but they just turned down a Voracious Otacon. Camilo, recalling. Can TP in. Relevant tries or spots it briefly.
Okay, instantly TPs. You're going to have to try to contest this objective 45.
I mean, again, the resistance shred here is real. If
Ice
Ice
really
lands any poke, Irrelevant all on his lonesome. Team Heretics instantly turning to Irrelevant, trying to collapse on the flanker. No one can really pin down Ice, though, and Nuke waiting over the wall.
Oh, great E by Shio there to lock Nuke up.
Relevant fighting off to the side. Camilo untouched, trying to get a bit more damage down. The objective, all that matters, however, trying to get something, but the smite is there to secure the objective, and now there's no fight here for BDS. They've completely overcommitted. Team Heretics.
They're making the comeback happen, Dracos. They can use this to
walk away. Most critical of would be mid-jungle on the side of Team Heretics, and now it might be top lane for BDS, given the Jax was available, but at the end of the day, Team Heretics still have to close this out, and it's still compositionally not easy. They have, in theory, outscaled. They have the better buffs, but they still have to find the fight. They still have to force the end. And BDS, I think that last couple exchanges have been a wake-up call. They need to get it together.
And now Camilo is getting this top tier 1 for free. He doesn't have TP, so BDS could look to force something here, 5v4, but the Otacon buff is still really scary. That's why Team Heretics feels that they can actually still walk up and pressure, even though they're number disadvantage.
Poke might not matter. Another good ulti from Flack and Paras once again caught out by that Varus ultimate. Sheo trying to zone with the ulti. Irrelevant off to the side, hoping to find the flank. Sten getting lower and lower. Might just get sent packing back to base. Flack fighting on the edge there. But Irrelevant just cannot do anything. Another Q from Ice.
A lot of really good Qs from Ice.
Team Heretics, I mean, I think they're just going to bully their way into mid and at least take the tier 1 tower.
Oh,
good Paras goes back in. Lock it up. A bit questionable there. Caught out again. Oh,
for me, best player on Team Heretics, Fleckit. So I want to highlight Fleckit. I feel like he's been positioning really well. He's kind of like a lot of time when you play ADC and your team is not engaging for you, you can't do much. But he's willing to pull the trigger. He's willing to click up even when he's outranged. Oh, and now we got to pick
that credit. 1-1-3 finds the initial ulti. Some good poke follow-up though. 1-1-3 in the pit as well. A bit more damage down coming in courtesy of the Heart Seal. Irrelevant in the midst of everyone, but they don't have the damage to finish the job. Mom not going to connect. Ice and Nuke still standing. Sheo and Camilo getting zoned out. Ice, if he lands another Q. Nuke going in. Another auto. The shield coming in from Cassante. And this is where they have to be careful on the retreat. It's just the poke battle.
This game's on a knife edge. I mean, all they needed was a tiny bit more poke, and Camilo or Flackett would have died. Now it's BDS who could look to start up this Nash here. Flackett can lifesteal up, but Camilo has the base. He does have the TP, I think, in like 5 seconds.
Jail. Ulti about to come up, and that's the big concern. BDS not overcommitting to the pit. Luxury of being on blue side. They can kind of just back away to their own territory here. They do not dodge the Baron mechanic, though, which is going to cost them a little bit. But Flackett, again, just ulting to kick the fight off. He's not scared at all. Sheo there to follow up, and once again, Paras is just going to get taken out.
It's a 1-for-1 support trade here, and it's not looking like it's going to be much more. Very close game.
All right, man.
Because it catches the other person off guard.
It does. I mean, I'm thoroughly caught off guard. I think similar to BDS when they saw the Smolder mid locked in, although they're giving it a little bit more respect now. 1-1-3, good angle really on the Flackett. Ezreal ulti as well, going with the wall. Ice, but not able to find too much on terms of targets. And Camilo able to find the kill back. Stend not getting a good engage, but burning so many cooldowns.
It's a great E by Ice, but so deep by 1-1-3. It's a bit desperate. And now they have no jungler for the Drake here. It's the soul for Team Heretics. They might just have to give it. Corky's basing.
Cloud is big. That extra movement speed matters a lot when it comes to dodging these skill shots or getting in on these priority targets.
It is by far the best Drake when you're outranged like this, because now the Varus,
but Flackett
or Camilo, Flackett is not really that great of a target. There is no cleanse while they're starting the Nash, and Irrelevant has a... Oh, this is very scary.
Rage. BDS, not sure if they can go in here.
Gonna flash on Camilo.
Camilo. The follow-up isn't there. Good body block coming in. Camilo trying desperately to make it out. Instant engage coming from Ice. The Q. He's just not missing a single target. Ice unmatched, untouched, but Flackett is still standing. Flackett trying to make a difference. Flackett and Carson. 2 versus the world. Trying to buy a bit more space, but Nuke finally there to get the damage down. BDS. Paras still standing in this fight. And it makes all the difference. Nuke shut down once. Carlson running, extra movement speed, unstoppable on the W. Sheo topside.
Oh my god! It's a heroic performance from Fnatic.
This man's a one-man army.
He's playing really well this game.
Ice getting chipped out though, and this is the struggle, right? Is that the smaller damage is only going to get more powerful.
Ice is trying to kind of face check on its own. First to
No
base.
ult.
Nash is gone?
Nash is gone. Mom called.
But Renekton has a really good flank again.
Sten ulting a little bit prematurely. Ice now trying to disengage. Good W back coming in from Nuke to stay standing despite the ulti's laid his way. There's no Zyra ult, there's no bar assault in the meantime. Sheo getting knocked into Nuke and Ice, but he goes golden, buys a brief moment. Team Heretics standing strong as 4, grouping up and just free firing into the faces of BDS, but Nuke and Ice are alive, and as long as that is the case, they have a shot, they have a chance. Camilo continuing to poke though, the slows coming in. Carlson pulling Nuke over the wall. Nuke now in trouble, he's got nowhere to go. The shutdown there, Ice versus the world. But they can just push the wave. They don't need to fight the Ezreal. They don't need to take the bait. The recall now coming in. Double recalls on the opposite side. They've got TPs ready to go. Team Heretics can just end it here.
Ice is gonna have to do the most montage play I've ever seen in my life to carry this one. He needs to hit Qs on every single champion. I don't think he can clear the wave. These Nash minions are too much.
They just play PvE. Just stay behind the minions. He's trying. You can see the damage. 1Q hits, that's the slow. Snap Bubble gonna hit, not quite. Ice still standing, but it doesn't matter. As good as he is, 4 members is just too much. Team Heretics, they survive, they outlast, they outplay. They find their second win here in 2025 winter.
It's like a player of the game.
She has champions that can play with her. Mira on the side of Koi, they've got a lot of the Braum locking for MKoi at the end of their draft. I think it's great into a composition that loves to really get in your face. So many melees as well as Jim knocks back Alvaro here.
Yeah, Winter's Bite sets up for concussive blows. Noah actually Valkyried in. Excuse me, that was Super. Noah's one who takes it in the end as another concussive blow set goes through.
Remember that first 3 kills are going to be extremely important. We'll see where they fall, as for the time being, nothing too crazy has happened. Both junglers just been prioritizing clearing, providing cover, but there could be an opportunity here in the top lane.
He's only level 5, but it doesn't matter because Public Execution lands onto Lot. He puts his all out down and tries to get out, flashes away, a good lacerate to get that Drakehound step. But the Drake is now out. It's Lot who runs back with his flash in tow.
Eldoria spending a lot of time hovering around the top side of the map, trying to keep this pressure down onto Lot. He's already invested the TP, but mainly it's as an opportunity to set up for the Grubs. Jojo getting a quick base through means that it's actually the Akali that has the priority in mid lane. Eldoria's alone, but he does steal one away, and he should be happy with that.
I mean, if he gets out, he will, because perfect execution is so easy. Eldoria used his escape tool in. 1 grub for the steal for first blood. Let's question if that's worth with Jackie's now ahead.
I mean, it's a debate, right? Because obviously the first blood doesn't give you the feats of strength. It's the first 3 kills, but giving that kill over to an Akali early on is a very dangerous thing to do, because the early lane phases with
this dragon.
I think that Jackie's, as you rightly said, hang on a second, Jun.
Is Jun going to be the one caught out? Let's see. W reaction time would be good. Elyoya's on him. Pops the ulti anyway, and in he goes. Deep is the enemy jungle for Koi, but they don't care. Concussive blows set up the ulti from closer. They're bringing in Jackie's again. It's already a quick trade. A 1-for-1, but look at the health bars. Jackie's just cleaving around the fight. A permafrost, a concussive blow down again, and Jackie's will be dropping to Super. There's a shutdown. A 2-for-2 as Noah now joins in, but doesn't want to take the play.
Alvaro getting relatively low. He connects the Q onto Noah, and that's going to force him to arcane shift away to safety. As you rightly said, a play that was initiated by M. I mean, he's going to get Storm Surge very soon.
Oh, yeah.
900 gold is the combination cost with these 2 components, and Merc Treads on the horizon as well.
Yep.
Once you get Merc Treads plus Storm Surge, with the Electrocute early on, it's a lot of damage.
Yep.
And again, like we saw last week, Kalist didn't expect the damage, and it's something. It's something that that can be very scary to do. And now Jojo roaming well, top side of the map, going in favor of Mirwin 2. He's actually going to be the one to start off the Grubs. It will be MKoi. Elyoya tanking that up for now, and this is where the dance begins.
Elyoya's getting a little bit low, gets a little bit of shielding coming through from the E, but the poke begins as Super, going to take some himself. The engage being built up. Jun also has the disengage here as teleport from GiantX will make this into a full-blown fight. The top laners are battling it out, as you can see, and GiantX have just brute forced off it, especially since Lot is taking on Mirwin. In a 1-for-1, he flashes, and Mirwin has to burn his own. Lot again continuing to impress as Jun is getting in the way. The flash shove ignite. Jun, you nasty devil, making sure it's light work.
First on the objective will be Koi. Elyoya looking to start this one off, as Jackie's actually has an avenue on the bot side of the map, given that he will get access to that bot wave first.
That push and level 11 as well, so second part of the ultimate that comes in. As Jackie's replenishes his energy, GiantX are looking to collapse and sandwich down. With those teleports not yet channeled, Dragon still goes down over to Koi. The ulti misses from Jun, and they target the Akali. Straight in with the ulti to flash away. The shuriken flip now expiring as well. Elyoya wants to get out of there, so he's bypassed, or at least bypasses as Alvaro has to flash.
Voracious Atakan into the GAs.
Oh, yeah.
To the surprise of many, I would say.
Every day. Will we ever get Ruinous? What a question. This is a setup from Koi, and they actually found Jun. The wall's up. Jun gets poked down to oblivion. In goes Noah into melee range, but he's doing good poke while Jackie's gets taken down by Jojo. Big move from Koi. As now with the Weaver's wall out, Noah's still the target. The poke still ranging out, and Noah ends up being the double. Koi with a swift move, taking that play into their hands.
Beautifully executed by Koi. They turn their attention onto Jun, knowing how squishy he is in the early game. And then the turn onto Jackie's was just as quick, committing the Vi ultimate, following up with Jojo. This is the lockdown potential of this Taliyah and Vi. And they just eliminate Jackie's before he even has an opportunity to play.
Herald's such a big tempo lead as GiantX trying to get the remnants of the members. It's only Alvaro. He'll be able to stand behind someone shortly, but the W stops him until now. Gets over the wall, gets out. Play too is the fact that, you know, that mid that was so far ahead, good try, good attempt here from Noah, is now in Jojo's favor. Conjunction with it, but they're trying to control this river as GiantX edge a little bit closer towards us. Lot, you said, is coming in closer. Flash in with his ulti, and I just talked about how big Super is. Alvaro blocking in front of his AD carry because he had to. Jun sends him against the wall, but is it too far? Elyoya bopped away. No! The backline was, so for GiantX, now they've got to win this fight. The all-out from Lot takes Mirwin, who goes too far. I think he's going to dismay them further, but Lot has to clean up in the backside. Jackie's rather to do that on Alvaro. The Storm Surge was close. It seems like, you know what, we need to fight here because then we can go wherever we want. It's like an all-access pass to Disneyland. Who's going to get it first? Elyoya thinking about his ulti, but it's on to Jun. Meanwhile, ulti goes far from closer. He's dead first. Alvaro's blocked the damage. He flashes, but then dies too, while GiantX have unleashed their mid laner. A shutdown onto Jojo. And when the fight's scattered like this, Vedius, Koi don't track Jackie's, and Jackie's knows what to do.
I think Koi just overstayed their welcome. They needed to get back to base. They needed to reset, and GiantX now the one being shepherded towards the top side of the map. They do have decent vision on the top river, but there's no one ready to catch this wave. Lot is going to be forced to come up and catch it. Akali continues to push in that top tower, but notice, we haven't talked about it, no outer towers have fallen for Koi.
Onto Noah, pulls that cease and desist, but he arcane shifts away from the flashback from Jojo Pyun. GiantX have gotten out, now they're playing their own version of front to back as Jackie's about to come in. Watch the Akali with flash and ulti available to shuriken flip to help Noah secure the kill. Alvaro was the front line, but now he's dead.
A bit of an overforce on the dive. They thought that they had caught Noah out, but the idea is Vi plus Ambessa, but Ambessa wasn't there. There was no reliable follow-up, which means that Noah was able to just arcane shift away to safety.
And now they're on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift. Koi have just walked into the trap. But Jackie's now, as he walks towards Super, knows that he can pick the angle. Lot running in first, he flashes, he slows, and Super's just gonna die, but to who? It's Jun in the end as Koi are making mistake after mistake, and GiantX are just picking apart the pieces at the seams. No one's gonna take the rest of the right side here, while the left burns, but look at him go! The new 80 carry of GiantX is roaring into fire, ready for that 4-0.
A single overforce from Koi turns to disaster as GiantX keep all 5 members alive and will even convert it into a Baron. I think they even have enough time to get an Atakan to boot, so with a Baron buff plus the GA from Atakan, this feels like that this game may as well be called done.
It really should be, shouldn't it? I mean, a couple of good moments from Koi, but the last couple of fights, the last couple of picks, this GiantX roster has made Koi dizzy. And even though they're going to try and get towards this Atakan, it's going to be dead before they resurface. Teleport being used towards bot. The best Movistar Koi can get right now is that third Drake.
They used a lot of their tools to try and heavily. I think he might be dead.
Yeah, let's ask, because he still has Sonya's. Yes, he does, but he's at 1 HP. Ooh. Perfect execution. That is, that's why you never say never. Justin Bieber taught me that. GiantX not going to fully commit. Both teams on an edge here as teleport's going to be used.
go. The Dragon going to be started off. That's melting pretty quickly. Koi setting up to get themselves the Soul.
True Shot Barrage isn't bad. Lot's going to frontline this, but Soul will just be taking TP in the back as Infernal might just be given over. A big steal needed from close, but he doesn't get it. Infernal Soul for Koi is bonus stats for the fight, but now up against the wall. A Glacial Prison is on the straight. Jun is there. They can't escape, but their health is okay. Infernal Soul's done a bit of work as Mirwin now runs out to the charge, and Lot is dead. Jackie's gets to the back line. He's got Permafrost. He misses the Shuriken flip, jumps into his shroud, gets out the perfect execution, but you can see that Noah is the only one alive for good reason. He's done the damage, he's done the poke, but Koi have won the fight so far. Elyoya with a Vault Breaker, flash away by Noah. Poke's still there, range is good. Jackie's hits nothing but the Shuriken flip. He will not return. Koi are out of a showing here today, despite getting picked off in a couple of those fights. It's 35 minutes into the game. Barons now spawn, and they like their 5v5 as Elyoya is the first target. Closer gets a good ulti though onto Super in the backline, and everyone's running in. GiantX getting frontline though, and Super is tearing them to pieces. Jojo did a bit of work there. Public execution fails from Mirwin, but Koi had the leg up. No enemy jungler.
The follow-up just didn't come through. Closer got focused down quickly by Koi, and with this frontliner gone, no smite is available, and Koi turn their attention to the Baron.
It's going to go down pretty quick. Noah has to 4v5 this with the rest of his team. The poke from Super hurts like hell. True Shot Barrage dodged away from 7k. Look at it go down as Noah continues to poke out. The Weaver's Wall zones them out. And at 3k, 1500, Smite's still enough. Mirwin zones them off, he's in deep, but GiantX are backing off. They still can't take the fight. And Koi, no.
Koi have done a good job to bounce back now with the Soul, with the Baron. They set their sights on the Nexus, well, the inhibitor towers, I should say, of GiantX's base.
It could be if they open up mid. I mean, Jackie's is looking for a flank, but he's found on a control ward. Koi are still using Super's poke, and Vedius, the scaling of this Corki, doing a lot of work in these fights. We're going to have to get the damage numbers after this game, as he's got an Infinity Edge now. He's full build, but that control ward slot. As Mirwin's dealing with top, bot doesn't seem to be pushing in, but a wave to look at for Koi. And they're just waiting to use this Baron on the next one, channeling in.
I mean, a lot of credit needs to go to Super and Alvaro for so much of the success in these fights. Jojo has been utilizing his wall incredibly well, and
like that.
Another great demonstration on our screen. The Unraveled Earth doing some serious work to make it harder for Jackies to play as well. And Koi keeping the flanks warded in case of any potential deep TPs that could give access for the Sakali to attack the backline. One tower falls, two tower falls, one inhibitor, another soon to follow. The Elder going to be spawning in a minute and a half. I wonder if Koi want to keep this pressure up.
Thinking about it. Super's run out of rockets though. Next minion wave coming in. Cannon's going to start doing work to the Nexus turrets. On the edge sits Elyoya, thinking about his own target as Lot just wants Super to run into him, but he never gives him that opportunity. Baron minions are getting cleared, but Jojo has now escorted another wave in through bot with the rest of Baron. And engage a defensive one from GiantX is their last hold as Alvaro blocks the True Shot Barrage again. The Winter's Bite concussive blows. It works in the end. He gets a shutdown, but you see Mirwin is having none of it. Now on to Closer. The Koi continues swimming upstream, while Lot, he will be slowed, he will be stunned, he will be blasted, and he will be forgotten. 4 members running now through mid with one Nexus turret left remaining, and the Koi keeps on going. It's got a strong tail fin and one hell of a dive. GiantX are dealing with Mirwin, but he flashes. And Bessa, almost. But look at bot. Closer's about to die. Jun's about to die. Koi still gets it done. And in a thrilling conclusion, take down the undefeated GX.
An impressive bounce back from Koi. They played out the game incredibly well with the Noxus theme.
Yes.
Power, aggression.
Naturally, it does look like it is Dragon, so he's just pulled it out, and Skumon has enough mana to go through a couple of rotations here with the plays.
Should be an easy pickup. Lensus likely going to be trading that for the grubs on the top side of the map. Ping's coming through, tracking Caps as he moves out of the mid lane to drop a ward on the... He looks to drop a ward, there it is.
Yep.
To the grubs, they're going to spot that one out, and wisely G2 is not going to look to contest. Earlier, Lintus also pinged out. He's on Dragon, he's going to be moving towards my grubs, and you can see the ping on your minimap right now. Lintus with good tracking of the enemy jungler to highlight to Naknako. Hey man, you could be in some danger. Please be cautious of the fact that you could get dived. He has the Rumble ultimate to clear out the wave.
Sure.
And the good news for him is Skumon doesn't have... I mean, he's probably got enough mana, but I time for his jungler. Skumon about to take over to level 6. Linsus has to evacuate the dance floor.
I'm ready. Flash for flash.
Constantly in motion with his jungler. Constantly with that protection as well. Now the grubs have begun.
Let's get a kill in, I reckon. That would be nice as Nako now positions 4
Hilly.
grubs. You talk about Hilly's angle, but it's going to be spotted out on a control ward. G2 want at least one of these grubs to stop these feet from stacking up, and Poke comes in, and Skumond, no, he doesn't steal that one. So looking for all sticks as Linces now just has to sit on the edge. He doesn't have a smite available for another 10 seconds. G2 are going to walk in and force this one and at least take one away. So no 6 grub game, but Vitality still should be happy with how that early game played out.
Oh, certainly. Securing 5 grubs is a great place to be in. Broken Blade knows that he cannot afford to overstay his welcome, given that Linces is on the top side of the map. Meanwhile, GiantX in all of this has just continued to push in the bot lane. Caps is doing a great job in the farm department. The gold advantage for GiantX is largely coming from the plates that he's been securing in the early game. He did secure another one in the bot lane matchup.
It's Cassante versus the Jhin.
Yeah, Jhin is not the best at killing Cassante. I mean, this early on, he should do decent damage at least.
Yep.
50% of his bar gone.
That's nice.
Broken Blade's going to try and interrupt it. I mean, they're being forced to stick around when they'd love to recall. This objective is available. Hilly gets the quick recall off. He wants to regroup with this team. GiantX tries to get a trade onto Caps, but this time around, Caps fights back.
He does put out the ulti. GiantX has run out of his own kind of dance floor ulti, and with the flap over the wall, he's dead. First blood, even Lebrov can't steal that. That was a solo kill in the end.
For the entirety of the laning phase, GiantX has been bullying out Caps. But suddenly Caps reaches a point where he can fight him back. And because of the positioning of Lebrov, GiantX had nowhere to go. That's a solo kill for Caps to start off the first kill of this game.
It is the first kill finally coming through, and it is also going to be the second dragon layered on top. Nako wants a piece of this though, and Linces as well with Nature's Grasp is what we're waiting for, but Smite comes in, G2 are running up. Teleport coming in late from Vitality. That's a Corki. And as he flies through, Vitality now down to Summoner 2 as Hilly is spotted over the wall. Skumond wants this Chains of Corruption a little bit short from Hansama.
First item's completed, except for Giant. He's still waiting to secure that training force.
Good job.
Next
Lebrov,
objective.
even better.
Nice engage.
Especially with the brand. Almost at what I would call setup perfect. Hilly gets poked out. Remember, Yomu's on the Varus this game for Hans Mama.
I say that G2 is actually matching them on the bot side of the map. They're not investing their vision towards the Herald.
Oh, Linces
is in a dangerous spot.
He's going to walk into this Chains of Corruption. He flushes it! Linces, that was so smooth, but Skumond still finds him in the end. Hilly's trying to help out with the Magnet Storm down. Lebrov's taking down enemy jungler. Skumond is getting hit by a pointy end of the stick. Kazi makes short work of that. Over the wall, Lebrov goes for a second try. Now Caps joining the fight with the poke range from the Varus. Tries to do a little bit more, but GiantX gets him away, zones him through, and Caps now has to deal with a 1v3 despite those health bars going astray.
It ends up being a favorable play for Vitality after Linces makes the split-second decision to go. Sitting in the bot tri-brush. Is this objective going to be started off by Vitality? I will say I'm a little surprised. I guess G2 choosing not to try and fight them right now, turn their attention to the cross map.
Nice. Nako gets rid of the wave, the power of the equalizer. Caps is here with Lebrov. They're going to turn this into a dive regardless. Lebrov pops the ulti, flash away from Nako while Caps just looks to stack up and take the kill. Lebrov in the end, good turrets. As the balancing act between him and Broken Blade works out fine. That's going to also lead into the Herald.
I mean, Vitality secured the Dragon, slowing down the stacking from G2, but G2 quickly respond with a cross map. The problem with investing your resources into the dive, though, is it means that you spent a lot of time and resources to secure that kill.
True.
You're not going to get that top tower, you're going to be bullied off the Herald, and you're going to lose the bot tier 1 tower as well. I believe this will be Vitality's third objective too, so that should secure the feats of strength, meaning that Vitality find themselves with a small, but an advantage here in this early game against G2.
A decent one to boot.
So I'm going to be excited to see him play out as we see Nako the target of G2's aggression once more.
Does do good damage. Equalizer as well buys time. I mean, Skumond's damage needs to hit. It does connect, get the stunned out. There's a blaze, but Skumond's dead. It's a trade, and for Nako, it just depends what happens in the top side here as GiantX in a little bit of trouble. Caps is using Lebrov, but he still gets the kill. However, Lince has got the root down. Smolder ulti calls in Mummy, but she only does a little bit of healing before Cap still has to flap away. But Lebrov, the disengage, it's been clean. Hilly has the Magnet Storm, but it's only Linces with the damage. They're trying to buy time for that ult to wear off and Kazi to come in. Bullet time is out, and rather a curtain call that Kazi calls his once again going to fight around mid lane. Surprise, surprise. We like our ARAMs.
I think G2 wisely recognize they can't really contest the Dragon from this position, so they set their sights on the mid control. They keep the wave going towards this tower. Nako has the ultimate available, and he's going to throw it down to thin out the wave.
Equalizer's close, and it does actually get the wave off, and G2 with it too. Linces is coming in with the Nature's Grasp available, and a broken up G2. They're not all together as Lebrov and Skewmon hit the right side, but now that they group back up, Vitality think otherwise about getting themselves in. They've already taken the Dragon, nothing else here apart from the wave, and Vitality are just disengaging for now.
Vitality forced to back off. They realized that forcing this fight wouldn't necessarily result in a huge amount. Maybe the Atakan, but G2 losing HP slowly over time. The poke damage coming. A little too much time has just been spent hovering around mid lane with nothing on the map to play for.
Yep.
Atakan is being started.
Apart from that, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
And G2 are not here.
They are not.
Who cares about Atakan, I guess? Didn't they say they were like scrimming or Vedius, what did you show me?
Memento did tweet that they cancelled all their scrims. They have so much zone control, wombo combo potential, that I'm hoping we get to see it in action.
And note as well, because Lince has got a bit of AP as Kazi might be caught out. But remember, it's a GA. He's going to withdraw. G2 find themselves in front of a Baron as Lince is going to die as well. Vitality just lost 2 of their GAs. And
to utilize this Atakan, of course, 3 members still have it. We'll see if they can get anything off the back of it as they set their sights on the Baron.
They're finally going to start it. I mean, this is what a lot of Atakans use for the turnaround Baron, and especially when they're shredding this Baron, thanks to the fact that they've got so much on-hit damage. Nako zones out, now goes over, going to use his Bloodletter's Curse to start shredding MR of Baron as Equalizer's good, Nature's Grasp as well. They get themselves out, Vitality with the Baron. They're turning to the fight, but what is going on? Over the wall, Hansama and Chaya are going to fight it out. It's a trade, but only a withdrawal. G2 looking for more. Kazi in a bush, flash on, Broken Blade misses, and Caps plays around him, sits in the way. Kazi almost getting him, but the flash out in the end is a shutdown. Broken Blade now in the middle of it all, and they're going to keep fighting. Skewmon's got good damage, but Chayek is such a monster right now. He pulls out a big one, he Valkyries, he Phosphoruses, and Vitality's mid laner almost cleans up the jungle. The burn is immense, but don't forget, the Baron is theirs.
A much better utilization
Baron
of
power play. Let's see who it's on. 4 members in total. Kazi the only one who's dropped it. As remembering that the withdrawal does not take away the Baron buff, so an important distinction there. Broken Blade jumps in, he's now in a choke. Deadly Flourish, not going to get him, he's unstoppable. Rooted out after the fact though as he jumps back to his team. A curtain call now begins with Kazi looking to end the show, but Hansama has stepped away backstage, while G2 now look to regroup and see what happens in the second act.
I feel like Vitality should just set their sights on the mid lane tower. G2 is forced into this awkward spot where the bot wave is knocking onto the tier 2 tower to unlock their 3rd dragon of the game.
Hilly just spots him out as well. He does a bit of information gathering, and after he does, he enables Vitality to get this 3rd dragon. They're on Soul Point now. And again, I mean, G2 are being spun around
find the flank from Broken Blade, but a lot of your engages relying on Hansama landing an ultimate or Lebrov finding an engage.
Yep.
And Vitality have so much range.
Like this. Ooh. I mean, this sets it up, but Linces gets a Bramble Smash. Broken Blade ulties out so that he can get some range himself, but Lebrov is a new target. Nature's Grab, Equalizer in a choke. You'd say it's good, but Skewmon takes no damage. Deadly Flourish after the fact, and Kazi picks up a kill on the back burner. Caps is now here, though, and if he stays in the... walk to the left. The support of Vitality was aiming for some kind of angle. Now spots out that, okay, G2 are in front of the Baron. It's actually been started. With a brand, it goes down quick.
They're melting
Vitality are waiting, but they're waiting maybe too long. Nako hasn't put the ulti down. It's blind, they see nothing, and in the end, Vitality get nothing.
Great patient play there from G2. Just well controlled. The pressure in mid converted into complete vision denial. Vitality were hesitant themselves to face check the Smolder. And it resulted in an easy objective secured. Now the Soul, 15 seconds. G2 looking to try and get purchase over the river. Broken Blade should be the one to face check.
And he will. He jumps into Kazi
does
and you can
no
see
damage to him.
That's right. A Cassante into Jin means nothing. Chayek will do a little bit more though with the true damages. Nature's Grasp kicks us off. Lince has already been poked out.
Ooh,
as you can see, Nako's ulti's big. He's running to Caps, but he's now overheating. So Caps is going to burn him instead. Fire beats fire. as G2 with a numbers advantage now walk to deny Soul. 3K, 2K, they want to flip this one, but Soul goes over. A win for Vitality, but G2, remember, have this fight in the bag. They just need to chase and chase and chase and chase. And Caps can do that as the flap stops short of the wall. So Kazi runs out and the chase begets nothing.
I mean, this was the scaling that G2 could always rely on towards the end game. And an ambitious play from Naknako as he saw Caps rooted up with a equalizer dropped on top of his head. He thought that he would have enough damage, but Caps able to flash away, and then it's just a matter of time as Vitality is forced to retreat. Their base is going to start to fall apart. The death timers are still 10 seconds. G2 can't get much more than an inhibitor. They will be forced to disengage, but now it begs the question of, even if Vitality have stronger engage, can they even win the fights anymore? Because Caps just feels so monstrously powerful.
Mid inhibitor down as well causes some problems as Hilly Hex Flash just back into his own base, and Minion Wave getting thinned out, but the equalizer's still not back up and available. 10 seconds until that one comes in, and now another inhibitor exposed. G2 have their front line in healthy stances. You can see behind, Linsis is ready to Nature's Grass this and get an angle, but Lebrov spots him as he puts down the roots. G2 marching away, blocked by the tanks. Lebrov sets up the fence line, and the equalizer sets up the streamline. A good shattering strike as Hilly breaks down Broken Blade, but the Magnet Storm won't be enough. He won't be enough. He charges forward. Linsis tried to do the same, but again and again, Han Summer is in the way.
You can see the long-range damage from Vitality's composition and how lethal it could be, but against the front line of Cassante, this Lord Dominic's regards is enough to break through Broken Blade.
But to be fair, is anything?
Yeah.
Cassante
Chin is not doing it.
Why are we getting Cassante early rotation in draft? I think we have an answer. If you didn't have one before, I would have been surprised, but now please remember this lesson.
I mean, I'm more surprised by the Jhin response. I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense in the context of the comp, but against this front line, it cannot get through. Good damage coming out from GiantX.
Okay, options here. Minion Wave is cleared out. Curtain Call, this is the turn. Vitality, great equalizer. Naknako has laid down the territory, and the Curtain Call has now flown. G2 are a little bit low, and there is good damage done, but is it enough?
Vitality to approach. If they could, this equalizer combo can prove devastating in the face of Baron. But remember that those are still on cooldown right now, and G2 isn't going to hesitate. They're going to start this objective off, and it's very difficult for Vitality to contest.
They're like, well, we just go down to Elder, 15 seconds, but this Baron's going to be dead before Elder even spawns at this rate. Hilly spots him out, good ward down, but even as Naknako clears out midway.
Access into the river. They should have control over the mid-wave. With those Baron-empowered minions, it's scary, but GiantX is going to be the one to start off the Elder. This could be a turning point for Vitality.
But Vitality need to do
this
quick.
Look at Lebrov's HP.
It is low, but here comes Redemption. Healing up is Omega as G2 is still trying to use that poke.
Kazi's in such an awkward spot.
Fourth shot. Lebrov goes in anyway. The fourth shot negated, and it will be a trade. Elder's still there, turns into a bit of flip till Broken Blade shows up, and Mum lines the scene. He's poked out, Equalizer pokes back, and Skewmonter gets zoned out as Naknako hits him in the face. Elder for Vitality. It's theirs. There was no jungle contest because Naknako decided to burn the house down. The minions, yes, they're going into the base, but Vitality will be able to defend.
Caps is still alive, and he makes a hero play at the end.
He gets a lot of praise as Hilly's caught out. We went from
his first death of the game
to hero.
And with the Elder still available, looking for a fight.
They really want one. The deep dive under Taro. Nature's Grass hits again. Lebrov, his ulti's not available. The Curtain Call and flies. The show's over for Lebrov. 50 seconds on the cow. Wait, Naknako's dead.
Yeah, Naknako ends up falling in the top lane. That's a 60-second death timer.
What is happening?
They're able to catch him.
I mean, Naknako, imagine if his chair was tilted, how much extra damage he'd be doing. He's got Bloodletter's Curse, by the way, the new item in the game. Amplifies a lot of AP. Oh, let's remember, removes magic resist, is my meaning. So it's going to help with the Maokai's. It's important right now because the third inhibitor is going to drop, and as you said, G2 is still strong. G2 is still favored. G2 have now got 2 Nexus turrets again as they, excuse me, Vitality on play on the defense. It's a second inhibitor now threatened out as Vitality have half a health bar on it, but it's still going to lose its next inhibitor. Nature's Grasp is flying across. Broken Blade will help zone out, and he makes sure that no one gets hit.
G2 relenting with their siege. They know there's nothing really to play for. Why not set up for the third inhibitor. Vitality still so hesitant to force a fight. They're trying to chip away, leverage that range that they have to chunk at the HP bars of G2, and it looks like they're going for the combo again.
They're trying. I mean, they are whittling them down. Broken Blade and LeBron, the front lines are getting destroyed. Mum with a bit of healing helps out, so that's good, but BB's at half HP. He has to TP back in.
It's such an entertaining game. You're really seeing the...
Cleanse. Hans Summer now no cleanse. Teleport back in from Broken Blade, but Hans is so low.
I mean, I asked the question earlier, what was the idea behind the Jhin, and you just continue to see the effectiveness of it, this long-range pick potential. The waves are constantly putting pressure onto the base of Vitality. The gold really doesn't matter
they're
anymore.
walking into Hilly! Into the Magnet Storm, into the setup, and now the Nature's born, but he's dead. They don't get the damage onto Caps. GiantX tried to follow, Kazi tried to follow, but they were blocked. It looks so good, but it feels so bad. Now with Broken Blade taking him out, Vitality must be so damn mad as G2 find a way, find the road. It goes for 47 minutes, but even with Hilly setting it up perfectly, it'll come back to the start, the smolder scaling we were promised, and G2 will pick up their second win. However valiantly, Vitality fought.
The idea from Hilly was so good, but the locket and the redemption from LeBron, it will help disengage. Like, you've got a lot of dive coming through. You can see the lane swap has been announced.
Note that we didn't focus in on Corky's wiggling booty in this game, which is quite nice. It was a kind of an intro bit, but I think 2 would have been a bit of overkill. We'll save that for tomorrow. Good handshake. Oh, Kana already body slammed out. He's got a flash. That body slam was really early.
Quickly cleared through the jungle. It's hovering around the top side of the map. Vladdy, has he overextended here?
Let's see. I mean, the damage won't follow up as Rika's already getting hit hard, but ignore that because Isma has enough on his lonesome. Now that Rika's out, it's going to be first blood. Match with a flash. Almost getting there for the trade as Targamas, hello. He just wants one of his own, a crash down. It ends up being a trade as Jungle for support gets a kill.
Wow. I mean, it's just a situation where he's going to be forced to concede pressure in the wave. Targamas goes for a bit of a stun, not going to find it as Yike has found his way into top lane.
He has indeed, and slowed down by a barrel roll is GiantX, who now might have to burn the flash early. Body slam out, and still it comes through. Grasping Roots not connecting is a big miss from Yike. A bit of poke damage in the end, but GiantX gets out alive.
A crucial misplay there from Yike. He was very close to level. I see Targamas making his way up. This should be an easy secure for Yike.
That's so quick as well. One of the big power points of Zara at the moment. The grubs just fall down aimlessly as Targamas might have found Isma on the dragon. He's being mega patient here. Maybe waiting for Yike to come down as Vladdy on a ward is spotted out. He's at level 6, and this is a slow dragon for now, but there is a rend available for Rahel. Targamas going to get spotted out, and he just decides to attract and repel. There's a good handshake, and here's the trade. Remember, double buffs away from Targamas, so he can't heal that much back up, but he's stunned up and hit for a rend. Rahel with a big kill here. As the Grasping Roots are now down, and so is the Draven ulti! Flush from Kalist, matches for his first cash into the game. He then gets another spinning axe, and that flash to redirect was clean.
It was a bit of a sketchy engage at the start because SK had... What he's doing is they set up for a dive.
And Isma the one to pull it off. Here we go, Glacial Prison out, but the hostile takeover missed. Loopy, they didn't coordinate. Kalist sends out the ulti again. It's going to do some damage under target, but the Fate's sealed. Fate's call. Out it goes. Loopy survives for now. Remount here for Targamas, gets Ignite down, and the bailout might even get Loopy back up and alive. Isma survives. The dive goes long, but it goes well.
The re-dive, much cleaner than the initial dive, as KC set up a dive of their own.
Okay, Kana just needs to land the barrel in the end. The flash, the ulti, no. It's an auto to help out Yike to secure the kill. Nice. Also because Vladdy's been a real big part of this early game with a lot of assists so far. And KC moved up top first. You can see Isma, he's just clearing out Raptors, but SK, it looks like the setup wasn't there. They're just willing to give away 6 Raptors here. I guess they've also picked up 1 feat of strength thanks to them getting to 3 kills first. But remember, those feats of strength are going to be stacking up very quickly.
Wasting a bit of time as the bot lane wave kind of feeds into nothing, but it's putting a lot of pressure, and now it's GiantX in danger.
It's early. Yike. Unfortunate, or late, I should say. GiantX with a good wave clear. They're still going to continue the dive. Body slam, CC galore. Kana hits everything, and he also hits his first kill.
Very low. It is barely losing any HP.
Oh my god. Almost there.
Almost there. Attack speed. Yeah, if you're not building any AG.
True.
And also all those resistances. Still not quite at 14 minutes into the game.
SK's early game. 2 dragons, feats of strength. The only thing lost to the wayside is 6 grubs.
SK take a bit of damage. But because they have full vision of Yike, this provides Rika with all the safety in the world.
Targamas is taking the most of the damage. You can still engage though. Glacial Prison is sent out in return. Equalizer layered down as well. Casey getting poked out, and Targamas, their main engage tool, is down. He's almost to the background as hostile takeover is great. The ulti from Kalist comes back, but Rahel not dead yet. He gets bailed out, but not for long. A shutdown, a big kill as GiantX trades it, but Kalist stays standing. Their big carriers. Look at this. Isma's already flashed. He's run for his life with the Night Assault.
Can, at any point that they want, turn their attention to the bot side of the map, but they don't need to with the Rift Herald secured. They could use this to help secure that bot tower, even threaten the tier 2s in mid and top. Also, that Rumble can't afford to overextend now because, well, they don't have any control over the top side of the map. The risk of a collapse is very real. You can see him just refusing to push out this wave, trying to stay within XP.
SK sideliner as he feels safe, as he gets to push out, then starts moving and seeing what he can do with Isma. We haven't seen that much sync up with solo lanes, but we have seen a lot of sync up with the CC that Loopy provides. As SK start this dragon, it would be number 3, and KC know they need to stop it.
Look at Rahel's position. It's so awkward for SK. They're at a numbers disadvantage, but he has to go the long way round. They have all 5 members there from KC. The TP will now come in from GiantX. The Dragon's at about 50% HP, and now both teams have regrouped.
They run through a control ward. They know Rahel's here now finally as Loopy's caught out. He's going to be Fate's called back, but running into the middle of the fight, that's not it. Kalist runs around Dragon, and he's frontlining himself, but GiantX can't take him down. A double kill for the Draven, while SK are now torn between places. Rika's left here standing, but look at this, with Bloody running in, with Kana CCing him. SK were just torn to pieces. Here, there, and then there.
The coordination was clean from KC. Excellent execution from Targamas. The follow-up from Kana as well just decimated the carries from SK. They had no room to...
It is a shame, by the way, we don't actually have Khan playing in this meta with Atakan. You say Khan, you know, if you're in the LCK, you say Khan is Atakan.
How long have you been cooking on that one?
I just thought about that. I thought it was very clever. Yeah.
Completely irrelevant to this game, but thank you for that contribution.
Not because Atakan is worth more. And they're also going to get the push in. KC are going to keep on going. And remember, with that GA, they can keep channeling into the base. They can dive this. It just goes down so quick. That's mine. Okay. Sejuani was top, by the way, as well. So Isma has to now back. Kana's getting this for free, too. Inhibitor just goes in. They just walk in. They don't even pay the bill. Like, would you like extra food with that?
I mean, now they should just look for a fight. Why not?
Yep.
You still have
Rika's dead. And Rika's dead.
Oh, my. Oh!
The game is over. SK let them walk in. They didn't pay for any of the food. They then got drinks from the fridge. They didn't even tip the wait staff. KC, dinner's on us. As SK moved to 0-4, but more importantly, KC are looking clean with it. They coordinate, they proliferate, and they exuberate over their 3-1 start to week number 2.
They join the top of the table here at the LEC with a convincing performance against SK. The pressure only mounts